God and that we trust him. But when we end up in situations that we can't control, that's when our faith is being tested. I was on a plane from Belize to Houston, and then I went to Houston to where I stay. And then during that route, the pilot had to go around because there was a storm. Well, somehow we ended up in the storm. The turbulence was so bad. I had a random girl hanging on to me. There's a girl in the back crying. We didn't know what was going on. We thought we might go down. I'm just like, this is really scary. I've never been in a plane where it felt like, okay, I don't know if we're going to go down or not. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was super scared. I mean, I was sweated. I was contemplating back and forth in my head, but then I had to remember and go back to some scriptures and just kind of, read them out loud and then in my head, because I'm like, God is a man that does the impossible, and even the winds, the storms, and the waves obey his voice. So I was just speaking life over that plane, because it was in that moment where I'm like, okay, I know these pilots are in control of the plane, but the one person that's in control of everything is God. So it is for real, where you will go through some storms in life. You will go through some situations where your faith will be tested. And it just comes down to, okay, do you believe that God is a God of the impossible? You believe that God is in control of every situation that you go through. And I believe in that moment he was testing me. And it was crazy because I had just made a video of having faith and going through storms and going through uncertainty and darkness. And I'm like, wow, God, is that you? I want to let y'all know it was one of the scariest moments of my life. But until I got myself calm and realized who the only one who is in control is God, and everything will work out, and we are sitting at his right hand. It was from that moment on, I was just like, okay, got out the plane. I said, wow, my faith is more grounded now that I, went in that situation and came out, and I'm alive and I'm grateful. And just like when the disciples were on the boat with Jesus and Jesus was sleeping during the storm, they were all scared. It kind of reminded me of that moment on the plane, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I was acting like them, just, is scared, hysterical, even though he's right there with me. I had to recognize, he's like, why is so little faith? And I'm sitting there like, oh my goodness, the Lord is testing me, because I was not expecting any of that to happen. Like, any plane ride I've ever had was not like that. I never had any doubts. I'm sitting here texting my mom, I don't know what's going on. But any storm you go through, do not be shaken. Just go with it with your faith grounded, and always trust and believe that God is in control. Okay, that's all you got to do, is have that faith. Really have it, all right? And if they got a problem, you let them know. Get gone and goodbye. Love y'all.